I knew China was like the second, they had the second biggest economy on earth right now, but I didn't know how big that economy was and how fast, technology and infrastructures were built here until I got here. Hello everybody, my name is Craig and I'm from Ghana, Accra to be precise, and I study at Beijing University of Science and Technology and I study energy power engineering. Alright, so I came to China around 2015, around February 2015, and basically I came here to work, but then because of time I also had a scholarship to pursue my master's in energy power engineering, so I took that opportunity. When I had a scholarship to offer energy power engineering, and for you to be qualified for this scholarship, you have to write a Chinese test. Basically, it's like IELTS of Chinese, so you have to pass the level 4. So we studied for a year, and then God willing, I passed the level 4. So I was awarded with the scholarship, and then I started. So energy power engineering, basically, it consists of 3 different parts. That's the hydro energy, solar energy, and wind power. And I'm specializing in solar energy. I like the course because for where I'm coming from, solar energy is out there, but it's quite developing right now. So I feel like I have opportunity to tap in that market. That's why I chose to specialize in solar energy. We face a lot of challenges talking about the language, because with the language barrier, for example, certain things can be very easy, but just because of the language, it can be a little bit difficult for you at times. So it's up to you to go back home and make your research on the perception about Chinese, about Africans and foreigners as in a whole. Some people will see you and they say certain things that it's kind of weird, but they see you and they feel like every black person is from Africa. Yes, we're all from Africa though, but it's kind of weird, and some of them, to the moment you tell them you're from Africa, they look at you and be like, no, I feel like all Africans are black, are dark in skin color. Some will be like, I've never seen a light-skinned African before, and I'll be like, come on, they're all over the place, man. So they ask you kind of weird questions here and there, but all the same, I feel like it can be annoying sometimes, but anyways, it's also help you to, learn about different cultures and how people think, and also say, so somewhere, somehow, it's enlightened us about how things really work on earth. We have to hustle on the side, and basically here the little hustling on the side is to teach English in basic school. That's one of the common work that you can get around when you come to Beijing. So I work in this kindergarten with where I teach little kids how to speak English, and also I teach them maths and sometimes history. So it's nice, with the kids. When you get closer to them, you understand them, and also they help you to learn more Chinese, because when you start with them, they don't understand any English. So for you to be for them to understand, you have to learn the Chinese, the basic, and start a conversation with them. With so doing, you can also learn a lot from them. I didn't even know that Chinese didn't really know a lot about Africans until I got here. So it's quite challenging from the beginning when you get to the school. Like, some of the kids don't mind. The moment they see you, they are cool with you, but others also judge you based on the things that they see on TV and some of the things that the parents tell them. So the moment they see you, they'll be like, where are you from? When you tell them you are from Ghana, Africa, they'll be like, they start saying negative stuff about Africa. But then as time goes on, when you have the opportunity to be with them, and when they start getting to know the real you, the whole perception changes. So, and also with the teachers and also some of the assistants, they are just like the kids. Like, some of you will see you for the first time and then they like you from day one, but with some, you just have to take time for them to adjust, So I used to go to the club a lot back in the days, talking about like 4 or 5 years ago, but now I'm more of a chilled person right now, where I enjoy my time being inside closed doors, where I watch movies, I cook, I like to cook, and also I like to create content on YouTube, and also try to listen to a lot of good music, and So talking about friends, yeah, due to my busy schedule, combining school and work at the same time, we don't meet that often. Yeah, so we meet sometimes once in 2 weeks, or maybe once in every 2 weeks. So we decide to sometimes go out, shoot content for YouTube, or sometimes we also go to the club, drink, have fun, and also sometimes we go to the bars and movies. Yeah. All right. So comparing social life here and home, it's a bit different. It's a bit different because basically back home, everybody around. Yeah, and it's quite easy for you to just go out and have fun. But here, it's like you have to meet your fellow foreigners to have fun, and it's quite different. So like normally, it's not like you have fun all the time. It's like you have fun with yourself most of the time, and then once in a while you meet your fellow foreigners to catch up and have fun together. Yeah, so with accommodation, as we all know, we live in Beijing, and Beijing being the capital, you don't expect it to be cheap. It's expensive anyways, but somehow we afford it. Like talking about living in a loft one-bedroom apartment can cost you around, let's say, $700 to $800 every month. And for me, with what I'm earning here, and I feel like it's affordable. So yeah, it's affordable to me. Yeah, and it's comfortable. Transportation in China, I feel like it's so comfortable and cheap because it all depends on you. You can decide you can choose to use the subway, taxis, buses, and or even ride the bicycle all around. Yeah. So for me, on a normal day when I'm going to work, I like to use the taxi. I normally take the taxi to the subway, and I continue with the subway to wherever that I'm going. But during the weekend, I like to use taxis all around. And it's, we have a lot of apps that we use to, call taxis, like Didi, Dida, and a whole lot. Yeah, so I feel like talking about transportation is so cheap as compared to back home. Yeah, I love cooking. I feel like listening to music being my first hobby. I'll be like cooking is my second hobby. I like to cook all the time, and I don't like eating outside. With the reason being one, I feel like it's not hygienic. Two, I feel like it's not. It's expensive to eat outside, and also third, I enjoy eating my local food. I enjoy eating my African food, like the banku, the fufus, the jollof rice, and so on. So I like to, have time, prepare the food myself, and invite friends over to enjoy with me. Right. So talking about the effects of the whole pandemic thing, I feel like it has had a great effect on us, and also I feel like as a people, we've learned a lot about this whole thing because we feel like life is all about you going out there, work, making money, sleep, and then you going to go to your workplace the following day. But this thing has taught us that in life we have to plan ahead of time, and we have to save enough because we don't know when things are really going to get fucked up. Excuse my word, you don't know. So this whole thing has really taught us a lesson, as in you have to save a lot. You have to be prepared for the future because you don't know what the future has for you. That's what I think. I just think I'm going to be here for the next 4 years, by God willing. I don't know what is going to happen in the future. Maybe if I'm going to change my mind and be here for some time, I have no idea. But I feel like with what I've planned now, I feel like I just want to be here for like 4 more years and go back home and start doing what I want to do. Or maybe I can relocate to somewhere else and see what life has to offer me over there. After this whole pandemic, after this whole restrictions, if everything get back to normal, for all those who wants to come to China, I feel like it's a good place. It's a nice place, and it's as they have the second biggest economy on earth, they have a lot to offer. There are a lot of opportunities, trust me. So, but you just have to go through the right means, get the right visas before you come here. Because let's say if you want to study, and for example, back home, there are a lot of agents who can, deceive you to get like a business visa, a tourist visa to get here. If you don't do the right thing and you get here, it's going to be a whole lot of problems. So I always advise people to get the right visas before they come. Yeah, so yeah, it's a cool place, and I would like each and everyone to come here once in a while to, check what China and Beijing has to, offer.
I can say clothes fashion defines me, if you don't know me. So I came to China for the final time, when I made a decision. That was in August in 2019. And then I came to China, that's when the